Good evening, I'm Laura Yamada.
And I'm Paula AKANA. Tonight, we begin with exclusive new details about the investigation into Honolulu police officers accused of falsifying police paperwork to gain more overtime in HPD's DUI detail. Sources say police officials do not know how long the overtime scam has been going on, but believe it goes back at least 1 year to last August. KITV4's Keoki KERR is here with more. Keoki?
And Paula, we've learned police brass found out about the potential overtime scam early this year and began an investigation nearly 6 months ago.
Sources say 2 HPD sergeants who oversaw police DUI checkpoints are under investigation to find out if they put in for overtime when they were not there. And sources familiar with the probe say 6 officers who worked under the sergeants are being investigated to see if they falsified police reports, claiming the sergeants were at the DUI checkpoints when they were not. Police Chief Kealoha spoke to reporters about the case for the first time today.
Is that we don't want this investigation to taint the good work that our police officers are doing out there.
In one instance, sources tell KITV4 News an officer who arrested a DUI suspect and transported the suspect to the police station lied on paperwork, falsely claiming that a second officer transported the suspect. That guaranteed the second officer would get overtime to testify in court.
It's a concern to us, but it's not going to severely impact our ability to find DUIs.
Defense attorney Paula AKANA has more than 100 DUI cases pending. He says between 5 and 10 of them were handled by the 2 sergeants under investigation.
At this point, I think the prosecutors are going to take the lead on this and probably dismiss the cases on their own. If not, we're going to file a motion to dismiss.
The prosecutor's office has already dismissed 12 DUI cases handled by the officers in the probe, but could recharge the drunken driving suspects later.
If they have sufficient knowledge that these officers are not going to be able to testify as witnesses, that they might invoke the Fifth Amendment, then they have a duty. There's another duty. Besides prosecuting, they have a duty to dismiss if the evidence isn't there.
The police chief did not want to answer this key question.
Are you concerned that this is going to affect the convictions of DUI arrests?
I got to roll
just for that one.
There's that convictions part, because there's already been some problems with just that one part.
Wait, come back forward. We can't get you.
Well, you see, he left the room there. A police spokeswoman said the chief could not speculate on how the investigation will affect DUI convictions since the internal probe is not over yet. It is a complex probe involving overtime and pay records, as well as listening to police dispatch tapes to verify exactly who was working when. Paula?
Keoki, do we know what kind of charges these officers could face?
Well, yes, most seriously, perjury for one, if they lied on the witness stand in court, claiming, for instance, they were at an arrest scene when they were not. Also, theft for collecting overtime when they didn't do the extra work. And 3 charges for lying on police paperwork. They are falsifying a document, tampering with a government document, or falsely submitting sworn statements.
All right, thank you, Keoki.